This ain't no Russell situation. I don't think even Russell eats a goddamn cheeseburger from McDonald's. They said, fly him to O'Hare and let him have a cheeseburger from McDonald's. Ah. Gum. It's not even enjoyable. If I keep biting my beard. The quarter pounder is different. You got more whole onions. This one's cooled down. When you get it fresh and hot, it's a whole different story. This is unacceptable. Unacceptable. French's ketchup. No longer a big customer of Heinz because on Amazon in Canada, it's French's. As I guess it should be. But we loved our Heinz too. Hey. Heinz is more German, I think, whereas French's was your French ketchup. So I don't mind me my goddamn French's. I'm Canadian. I feel like the king of the damn world. I don't feel like I'm just Canadian. They even wanted me in the United States. I was the opener to Barack Obama. You don't get it. They had George W. They had the Afghani war, or the war on terror. Then they had me come down to the United States, and then we had Barack Obama. And then it was all this other stuff. Little did our generation know down in Tennessee and Florida just who we were. And now all those peers, the names are too long to count. I couldn't do all the names. But if you know me, spread the word. Like, that we know each other. I was going to say there's so many people I met down in the United States during my time down there. And in Canada. And the Bahamas. I can't remember any of the names from the Bahamas. Yeah, my friend Justin became U.S. Army. Whereas my friend Matt is U.S. Marines. And then I was, and still am, being this undercover agent as well as just sort of a entertainer and all the other things that I can do. We're all skilled, really skilled guys. MK Terminator's doing good for himself. Mike, he's a business guy just like I am. Big into business, love business. I'm related to Donald Trump. Got to know Donald way before a lot of you guys got to know Donald. Now everybody knows Donald. Back when I got to know Donald, everybody already knew Donald. Okay, maybe I just got to know Donald. But we had Donald before. There was Donald. Oh my God, there was so much Donald. Did you know that there is even card games that are named Trump this and you could Trump that? And yeah, that's how big Donald Trump. I mean, that's just the small thing. That's the you would think that was the big thing. No. These buildings and everything, these hotels, these are real. That's the Trump family. Yeah, so that's impressive. If it wasn't for that Trump story, I wouldn't be the man I am today with the gizmos and all that. He was a gizmo guy too when he was younger. He loved his footballs and his memorabilias and his... Hey, it makes it fun. When you're sitting in the office crunching numbers all day, the whole reason you got into crunching numbers was to have fun. So the more fun you're having while you're crunching numbers, it's like you're not even working anymore. And that's what's the Donald Trump experience. That's the whole lifestyle that Donald Trump's trying to teach these kids. With hard work comes success. You listen to the music songs, it says, work hard, play hard. That means you work hard, and with the work, you get a reward, such as play. Playing around and having fun and all that, that is a reward that you get here in this life. When you're a kid, you think playing around, but then you get to realize, like, wow, those are specific times in which I'm playing around in that costs money, actually, because time costs money, you start to learn. And the older you get, time costs money starts to make sense. Some people when they're young, they don't understand time costs money because we got a lot of money and we got a lot of time. Some people don't got much time, they don't got much money. Some people don't got much money and they don't got much time. Some people don't got no time, they don't got no money. Or some people got money and no time. Some people got lots of time and little money, so there's different strategies. You got lots of time and little money, no money. You have lots of time to make more money. Then you can have the money and time to do whatever you want. And that was all Donald. And then you get to tightening down. You get sick of the playing around. I mean, and that's all that football is. It sits there and it may give you a feeling of some playing around, and you never even are playing around because you're not much of a player arounder anymore because you've gotten older. You're tired of playing around. So then you move on to what you want to do or need to do. Or if you're not even in the mood, you might pick up the ball and throw it around, or maybe just do a video like Donald Trump's famous video where they come into his one office, and I will have to commend him. He's bigger than that. That's the funny thing. This is just one office he owns. He owns this office, and I was looking at offices in Canada. I could get one of these offices for, I think they had them on sale, $65,000 on Kijiji. You could buy your own office. But I think Trump, he had his whole floor. He had the whole floor. He owns the whole buildings. Listen, now he owns the whole buildings. But this is way back. You can watch him when he was in New York City. When I first heard Donald, I was like, so what is he, a New York guy? And then you're like, no, he's in Chicago too. And then you're like, no, he's over here. And then you're like, oh my God. And it's like, then it's like, you're fired. And then And then by the time I got to the end of it, I'm like, wow, this guy is, I know everything about Donald. Like, he was my grandfather. So he got started in New York, as you know, and blah, blah, blah. He was, you know, in the Chicago with the hotels and blah, 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 and the Trump. Even Salt Lake City, New Jersey. And now he's, you know, he was the president. He's done all the TV. He's an entertainer. Wow, yeah, and he's a motivational speaker and, what are they called? Live, I don't know what they would call those things he was doing. Rallies, but what's a person that leads a rally? He's a great leader. And then he's over in Florida, and that's where he's retiring at. You know, he's old. He's getting old, and he's done a lot of work here in America, and he's made a lot of people happy, and he's the reason why a lot of people are smiling and do smile or have smiled, and he just wants to relax. But he's got a lot of energy. Like I said, he's only 70. My grandfather, John Perron, he was very similar to like a Donald, but he didn't make as much money, but he lasted until he was 98. Whereas Donald's younger than my grandfather, the late John, who died 7 years ago. So I could see Donald, and he had energy, and he had energy. Listen, the fact is, Donald's got another 20 years in him before we have to worry about Donald. He's got a good 10, 15 years, and he was one of those. He was one of those guys that he used his energy. You know, some guys waste it. You know, I've been one to waste, but no, I don't waste it. Not in comparison to some of the other ones, and those ones don't make it. And those ones cause a lot of problems, for ones. Like the great majority of our Americans, North Americans. Yeah. But anyways, Donald, that was great. Yeah, quarter pounder with cheese. He's a big fan of fast food. He embodied the whole lifestyle. You know, you got the McDonald's. They did a great job. Big round of applause for McDonald's and Walmart. They did a great job. They're international. McDonald's, anyways, international. Where I think Walmart's multinational. Where multinational, I just love multinational. I mean, I think we have enough multinational now, but the ones that we do have, I mean, other than that, yeah.